Welcome everyone to week 8 of the AAF Simulated on EA Sports, and boy are we excited. 3 more weeks to go in the regular season of the AAF Simulated. It has been so much fun, and today we've got another great matchup for you. Coming to you from the East Division is the Memphis Express and the Orlando Apollos. The Express coming off that insane win over Birmingham to close out week 7. That was one heck of a game. Probably one of the most exciting in simulated history. They won 34-31. Austin McGinnis with the game winner. Zach Mettenberger played a great game in his Memphis debut. Meanwhile, Orlando coming off 2 straight wins. They're 4-3, looking to really solidify a playoff spot if they can pick up a win here. Meanwhile, Memphis trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, sitting at 2-5. They really need a win here, obviously, if they want to stay in the playoff race. It isn't impossible for them if they can win out, get the things to go their way. They're not completely out of it yet. That clutch win last week against Birmingham kept them in the swing of things. So we'll see what happens today. Mettenberger going to be making his second start, and he played great last week. We'll see what happens today. Orlando's defense has been stepping it up over the last couple of weeks. They played fantastic against Atlanta last week. Only gave up 9 points. The Legends really struggled offensively to get things going. They only put up 294 yards, which this is a decent stat, but not great. We're underway here in Memphis, week 8. Terrence McGee will take a knee in the end zone, and we will see what Zach Mettenberger has up his sleeve. Last week, he played a great game, as I just mentioned. Finished the day 21 of 28, 310 yards, 75% completion, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, QB rating of 119.5. Great all-around game for the man. I mean, in his first start in a pressure situation, he played great. So we'll see what he can do today against an Orlando defense that has been playing better football over the last few weeks, especially when you compare it to what they were doing earlier on in the season. Orlando was kind of struggling there at 2-3, but they've won 2 straight. This is a big test for both of these teams. On first down, it's Zach Stacy, who's met immediately in the backfield. Great tackle. How about the penetration there by Giorgio Newberry in the backfield? Ryan Davis. Able to force a loss of 1. Look at this. He just gets right in the backfield and makes a play. So, if we go to week 3, when both of these teams played, it was a down-to-the-wire affair, with Orlando coming out on top 18-17, just barely hanging on. But Memphis, that was a very winnable game for them. And the Express, 2-5, really doesn't reflect who they are. They have had so many close losses, which we'll get into in a second. 2nd and 11 now from the 24. Off-play action. Mettenberger takes it himself, and he is swung down by, that time, as Giorgio Newberry. That's a loss of 2 on the play. So 2 runs go for -3 yards to start this drive for the Express. Not exactly what they wanted to see. Mike Singletary, head coach here in Memphis, and he's done a good job creating a pretty decent defense and a team that runs the football well. But they've struggled to convert that into wins, as I was just talking about. 2-5. You go back in week 1 against Birmingham, lost 26-19, gave a touchdown in the last minute to lose that game. Lost 23-20 to Arizona, 18-17 to Orlando, 26-23 to Salt Lake. Happened time and time again. 3rd and 13, and Mettenberger cannot find his man across the middle, inaccurate with the football. 4th and 13, and Memphis gonna have to bring out the punt team, so a 3-and-out to start this game for the Express. Quite a bit different from how they started the last game, marching right down the field and scoring a touchdown against the Iron. Orlando able to get a quick 3-and-out. Steve Spurrier, one of the most well-known and well-liked coaches in this league. He's a fun character, and his team sitting at 4-3. Looking to get a big win here. Ryan Winslow slow to get the punt away. Just does. Back to receive. Jalen Marshall, who's met right at the 30-yard line, so that is where Orlando will start with the football. Coming out is Garrett Gilbert, and he's had a pretty solid season overall. 1,355 yards. He's completing 72.9% of his passes. Thrown 11 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. QB rating of 112.1. We know he can do it all, really, but the one issue that he has is he has not been very smart with the football recently. Even though they've won some games. Last week against Atlanta, he had a fumble in a very clutch situation that nearly lost him the game. He took a couple sacks that he definitely should not have taken. Today, he has got to clean that stuff up if Orlando wants to come away with a big win on the road against the Memphis Express. 1st and 10, Gilbert will throw. With time, guns it across the middle, man open, and face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And that's on Jeremy Couture, who had a couple huge plays last week against the Iron, and that'll push him all the way into Memphis territory at the 43. Chris Thompson makes the catch for about a gain of 12, and they'll get another 15 yards added onto that. But going back to what I was talking about, Orlando's offense, they need to be more aggressive. They have so many weapons, which we'll get into in a little bit. But last week, even though they won, they only had 9 first downs, and that's just not the way. You can't win games like that. You've got to be more aggressive offensively, push the ball down the field, and make some big plays. With the exception of that one 70-yard bomb to Charles Johnson, there really wasn't a whole lot of offense at all from the Apollos last week. That needs to change today. On the ground's the Ernest Johnson trying to find an angle. He does. Nice gain on the play. Pickup of 8 brings him to the 35. So Orlando with a couple nice plays to start this drive, and they're already getting close to field goal range. Garrett Gilbert last week. Come on, let me see the comment here. I have to view this stuff on my phone, which is annoying because Google Drive doesn't work great on the phone. He only completed 8 passes, so expect to see more throwing today. 2nd and 2, they stay on the ground. Big hole for Dearness Johnson. Bangs his way down to the 21-yard line, and when he gets going, it is hard to stop him. I mean, he was such a key piece to their win last week. He had 125 yards on 19 carries. He's been one of the league's best backs. Even in some of the games that they've lost, like Week 5 against Birmingham, he had 68 yards on the ground, averaging 6 yards per carry, had a touchdown in that game. Week 1 against Atlanta, 84 yards. Actually, when they played Memphis, he had the last time in Week 3, 102 yards, averaging 5.1 yards a carry and a touchdown. This dude is lethal, and he's playing excellent football this season. 1st and 10 from the 21. Orlando looking good to open this game. Gilbert to throw with time. He's got to let it go. Now he's just going to check it out. It's caught. It's a gain of about 4 out to Sean Price. So let's take a look at this offense. And Dearness Johnson, who I was just talking about, having a phenomenal season, leading the league right now, 548 yards, averaging 4.8 yards a carry with 3 touchdowns. The wide receiver corps has been impressive. Charles Johnson, 492 yards, 4 touchdowns on the season. Jalen Marshall has also been a problem. 268 yards there, and he's also got 4 touchdowns. Sean Price, another guy, the tight end who just made that catch, 310 yards and 4 touchdowns. These guys, they are a threat. On the ground, Johnson with a nice block. Johnson with running room and takes it down to the 6. Another first down for the Apollos. And so far, so good for this offense. And look at the block right there by the offensive lineman inside, able to create that space for Johnson to burst through the hole. Excellent job, and I'm sure Steve Spurrier, this is exactly what he wanted to see his offense do to start this game. Here's the key piece right now. Can they get in the end zone? They have kicked a lot of short field goals this season. They don't want to do that here. Johnson again, trying to bounce to the outside, and will be taken down at the 7. Excellent tackle by Anthony Johnson in the backfield. And speaking of Anthony Johnson, he's been a great player there on that defensive line. Latarius Brady and him made some phenomenal plays last week. DeMarcus Gates and Andrew Jackson, a couple of those phenomenal linebackers, Brandon Maiden had that pick 6 to put him on top, 25-12 before the half last week. Expect to see some big plays from him. Jeremy Couture, who we mentioned earlier, they got some ballers. Charles James had the interception as well. They really played a great game against Birmingham. Almost let the Iron come back and win it. They were able to hold on. 2nd and goal now from the 7. Charles Johnson in motion. They give it to him. Trying to get something going. He cannot. Stopped right at the 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. So Memphis' defense making a couple nice plays. And now Orlando up against it. I'm surprised they went with a running play again. Kind of expecting to see him throw it, especially because the more they throw down in these situations, the higher chance they have of scoring a touchdown with all these red zone weapons that they have. 3rd and goal from the 7. Can the Apollos find the end zone? He'll motion Johnson out of the backfield. And he's not going to get the play. And that's exactly what I was just talking about. Orlando has just struggled to be able to find the end zone once they once they get within the 10-yard line, so many short field goals they've had to kick this season. And now, 3rd and goal from the 12. They're just shooting themselves in the foot. And at this point, you just play it safe and maybe keep it on the ground and settle for 3. Gotta say, if I'm Steve Spurrier, I'm throwing it. And if I'm Garrett Gilbert, I'm throwing it to the end zone. Because this is a must-win game here. You do not want to drop to 4-4 and leave the door open for Memphis, Atlanta, or Birmingham. 3rd and goal. Gilbert will throw. Towards the end zone, it's caught, but he's going to be short. That's Jalen Marshall who catches it at the 2. And you think, if they ran that same play from the 7, it would have been a touchdown. Instead, Orlando's going to have to settle for a 19-yard field goal. I mean, how many times are we going to see this season? It seems like every single game, it's at least once or twice that the Apollos kick a 20, 23-yard, 26-yard field goal, and then it comes back to bite them at the end of games. So Elliott Fry going to come out for a 19-yard field goal attempt. Get the first points of the game. His kick is up, and it's good. Orlando with a 3-0 lead with 3:56 to play. So I guess it's not bad that they come away with points, but after a drive that looked so promising, disappointing to have to settle for a 19-yard field goal, no doubt. And again, it's one of those things that might come back to bite them later on in the game. I mean, Zach Mettenberger played such a good game last week, and the running backs as well. Terrence McGee stepped up in a big way. Zach Stacy played pretty well, and generally speaking, they were a very difficult offense to stop. The Iron gave up 34 points, and the Iron have a pretty good defense. So Orlando has their work cut out for them, and I expect to see Memphis come out firing on all cylinders on this drive. They've got way too much talent to have another 3 and out. Fry sends it away. This time McGee, he'll take it out of the end zone from about the goal line with some room to run, and then stacked up at the 28. So Memphis with decent starting field position here, and once again we're gonna get a look at Zach Mettenberger, and this offense had a 3 and out the last drive. They obviously don't want to do that again. Let's see what Mike Singletary does here. Wonder if he's gonna start again on the ground, or just try to go to the air to start. Zach Mettenberger missed the throw on that 3rd and 13, but that was his first throw of the game. Not fun to have to throw for the first time when you're backed up at 3rd and 13. In the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 28. Mettenberger will throw with plenty of time. Deep down the field. It's caught in stride at the 49-yard line. What a grab by Brandon Barnes, the tight end. Down the seam, that goes for 23 yards and puts them right into Orlando territory. And this is the type of throws that we are talking about. Mettenberger puts it on the money for Brandon Barnes, who just gets open for a split second. I mean, you've got all those Apollos closing in on him, but Mettenberger, great timing, and Brandon Barnes, excellent footwork. And then the hands to make the catch in traffic. 1st and 10 from the 49. All receivers spread wide for Mettenberger. He's going to take off with it. Zach Mettenberger. Look at him go. All the way down to the 30. I told you they were going to come out firing on all cylinders. That's a 19-yard gain on the play, and Memphis is already to the 30. Wow. Look at this. I mean, I don't know if this was a design QB sneak or if he just saw the green grass and he took off with a fire in his stomach for sure. Picks up 19 on the play. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the Apollos 30. Memphis making it happen right now. 1st and 10. Mettenberger the throw. Stepping up in the pocket. He's got time. He's going to have to let it go at some point or another, and he's going to be taken down for the sack. Reggie Northrup gets in there at the 39, and Orlando's defense finally gets to him. And that is not good to see from Mettenberger. Obviously held on to that football for way too long. In that sort of situation, just got to get rid of it. Throw it away. Live to see another down. Well, you see another down, but now you're 2nd and 19 instead of being 2nd and 10, which is much more manageable. See how Singletary approaches this. One difficult thing here is that as good as Austin McGinnis is, I don't know if he's going to be able to hit one from all the way out here, 56 yards. 2nd and 19 from the 39. They go on the ground. It's Zach Stacy. He's got some room to run. Breaks a tackle, but then swung down to 36. Picks up about 3 on the play, and now we're finally going to get a look at this offense. Let's take a look at some of these wide receivers. Where'd he go? Oh, Dantes Bird. 388 yards on the season. Come on. I'm getting really annoyed at my phone. 388 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season. Devin Lucy and 368 yards on the season. They've got some weapons there. Reese Horn really balling out as of late. 292 yards and 4 touchdowns. Zach Stacy's not had a bad season either. 317 yards, averaging 4.3 yards a carry. 3rd and 16. Blitz from Orlando. Mettenberger with time. Lets it rip. It's caught by Dantes Bird. And he's going to be taken down short of the first down at the 23. 4th and 2. And looks like Memphis probably just try to tie up this ball game. Mettenberger able to hang in the pocket and deliver a strike. Dantes Bird has been very, very effective as of late. Actually, if we go back to the stats from last week against Birmingham, he was unstoppable. 7 catches, 136 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And he also had a big 17-yard reception that set them up for that game-winning field goal. He is the definition of clutch. Austin McGinnis now on for a 40-yard field goal attempt to make this a 3-3 ball game as we near the end of this first quarter. The kick is on its way, and it is good. 3-3. Austin McGinnis ties it up, and he stays one of the best kickers in this league. I mean, he's just a very, very solid player. He did hit a 56-yard field goal last week against Birmingham. That was very impressive. And then, of course, hit the game winner from 44 yards out. Been one of the most solid guys to do it. 24 seconds to go in this first quarter. We're knotted up at 3 apiece. Seen a lot of offense, but no touchdowns yet. McGinnis now sends it away after the field goal. Back to receive is Jalen Marshall. Actually, excuse me, that's Akeem Hunt. Makes a move, takes it up to 29. So, decent starting field position for the Apollos. Garrett Gilbert coming back out, and Orlando has just got to find a way to score touchdowns more often. When you've got this many weapons, when you have an offense that can really turn it up at any time that they want to, or at least should be able to do that, they got to score touchdowns. So there's no excuses for what happened on that last drive. You're just shooting yourselves in the foot with penalties, some bad play calls. Wonder what they're going to do here. 1st and 10 from their own 29. All receivers spread wide. Gilbert to throw. Quick pass. And knocked away. Dangerous throw. What a play by Davis Toll. Gets in there and breaks that one up. Brings up 2nd and 10. Definitely want to keep Dearness Johnson involved. He had a great first drive. Put up like 30 yards on the ground or so. They got to keep him going to allow Garrett Gilbert to have more confidence in his throw. It is Johnson, but he is swarmed in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Jeremy Couture in on the blitz and gets the tackle as we near the end of quarter number 1. And that is the end of quarter 1 here in Memphis. The Hometown Express looking to keep their playoff hopes alive against the 4-3 Orlando Apollos. We're knotted up at 3. It's been a good one so far. We've seen some nice throws from both quarterbacks. We've seen some great defensive plays on both sides of the football. And now Orlando faced with a tough 3rd and 10. You never know what you're going to get from Orlando. Some games they do a great job of converting on 3rd down. Other games they stink. So we'll see what happens here. 3rd and 10 from their own 29. Back to throw is Gilbert. Plenty of time. Guns it down the field. It's knocked away. Charles Johnson can't hang on. That was a nice throw from Gilbert, and Johnson was unable to haul it in. And that is a catch that Johnson has to make. You know, Johnson is one of the best receivers in this league. We've seen him make some big plays, but he's had some bad drops as well throughout the season, and that's one of them right there. That's a great play by the defense, but no excuses. I know it's obviously I'm not a pro wide receiver, but he is. He's got to hold on to that football. Ben Turk has it booted away. Back to receive is Reese Horn, who has not really been involved in this game yet. He gets stacked up at the 24. Memphis back with the football and a nice opportunity here to make something happen. Terrence McGee hasn't gotten the football yet today, but last week Zach Stacy got injured and McGee came in and filled in very nicely. Had 9 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown. See what he can come up with today if he gets handed the rock. Zach Stacy probably going to be the go-to guy there, but McGee definitely a guy that can take some of that workload. We'll see what happens. First and 10, Mettenberger to throw. With time, it is knocked away, nearly intercepted. That's a nice play made by Cody Riggs, able to get a hand in on the play. Actually, excuse me, that's Marquez White. Second and 10 coming up from the 24. It's only a matter of time before Zach Stacy starts getting some carries here. Off play action is Mettenberger again, and look at him go! First down to the 35. Zach Mettenberger, he's calling the Johnny Manziel plays for himself, and it's working. You'd love to see it. Z-Met. Second carry that goes for a first down. First and 10 from the 35. Mike Singletary, see what the call is going to be for his Express. Back to throw with time. Mettenberger steps up, fires it incomplete. Felt the pressure, just had to let it go. Second and 10. Lucky that one just kind of hit the ground. Looked a little spastic coming out of his hands. But second and 10. Mettenberger's taking all the running right now, so I wonder when Stacy's finally going to get the ball. There he does. Fighting his way up to the 37, but taken down after a gain of only 2 or 3. Anthony Moten on that tackle. This definitely feels like the type of game that Memphis can certainly win. The question is, will they actually be able to hold on at the end of the day? 3rd and 7 from their own 37. Off play action, Mettenberger going deep. Got a man and he could not drop it in the bucket. Overthrown for Reese Horn, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Both offenses right now having a hard time capitalizing on the opportunities presented to them. And excuse me, that was Brandon Barnes, the tight end, who hooked up earlier. And Memphis' defense is going to have to get back out there. Good defensive stop there by Orlando, doing a nice job of not allowing Memphis to get some momentum after forcing that stop on their own offense. Ryan Winslow had a punt block last week. Gets this one away. Calling for a fair catch, and that will bounce into the end zone. Touchback, and kind of a missed opportunity there. They were in good position to pin him deep. Out comes Garrett Gilbert. 3rd drive of the day for Orlando. Had a nice march. Had to settle for a 19-yard field goal. Then had a 3-and-out on that last drive. Charles Johnson could not make the catch on 3rd and 10. 1st and 10 coming up now from their own 20. See what Seasbury does. This offense got to get a little spark. And I'd expect to see them be able to do that with Dearness Johnson. So they can just get him going again. Offensive line has done a pretty solid job so far. 1st and 10. It's Johnson trying to find a lane, and look at that. Johnson fighting his way all the way up to the 28. 2nd and 2. Just the second effort that this guy gives on every single carry is very impressive. That he should have only gotten 2, maybe 3 yards out of that. He just wiggles his way through. Picks up 8. 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Johnson with a big hold. Ernest Johnson with a lot of green grass in front of him. He takes it to the 45. Already over 50 yards on the day for Johnson. We're not even halfway through the 2nd quarter. I mean, when he gets going, good luck. But look at that, too. It's the offensive line that they don't get enough credit. That's just phenomenal blocking. Just giving him such a wide open space to run through. 1st and 10 from the 45. All receivers spread wide for the Apollos. Gilbert to throw. Memphis brings a blitz. Dumps it off underneath. That's caught. Chris Thompson taken down at Memphis' 48. That's a gain of 8. So the Apollos... See, this is what they can do so well, and I'm surprised they don't utilize this more often. Get Johnson going. Get some big gains on the ground, and then that allows Gilbert to open up the passing game, and they're just much more effective in general. 2nd and 2 from the 48. It's Johnson who is stuffed. Great tackle by Brandon Maiden, the safety, filling that hole, forcing a 3rd and 2 situation for Orlando. And if you're the Apollos, you can't afford to stall out here. You're only going to have so many opportunities on offense, and your defense is only going to get so many stops on the Express. Zach Mettenberger, it's only a matter of time, and that's a jump he's able to get back. Johnson in motion, they give it to him. He's got room, and Charles Johnson off to the races, makes a move, and down at the 30. So Memphis was barely able to get back, and then Johnson takes it to the 30 on the little pitch. Puts a number on Jeremy Couture. And Orlando now with an opportunity here to regain the lead. 1st and 10 from the 30. Spurrier calling that play to Johnson a couple times now. On the ground, it's Dearness Johnson. Picks up 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8. From the 28. We had 3rd and 7 from the 37. Now 2nd and 8 from the 28. Cool beans. Look at the standings right now. I mean, it's just this East Division is still just up for grabs. Birmingham's 4-3. Orlando's 4-3. Atlanta's 3-4. Memphis is 2-5. It doesn't get more tight than that. Johnson trying to find some room to run, taken down immediately at the 27. This Memphis defense starting to do a good job of stopping this running attack, and now 3rd and 8. Orlando once again in a position to at least regain the lead, but can they actually score a touchdown is the question. Third and 8. Big play right now for the Apollos. Quick pass. It's caught, and Sean Price is going to be very close. Not going to get it. They call him short. 4th and inches. What a tackle by DeMarcus Gates. Look at this. If Price is just turns it upfield right as he catches the ball, I think he'll get it. Man, that's a good throw from Gilbert, giving his tight end an opportunity to get the first down, but 4th and inches from the 20, and I think they're going to have to settle for the field goal here. Look at how close they are to picking that one up. That's tough. Elliott Fry for a 37-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it's good. Orlando takes back the lead 6-3 with 2:51 to play here in this first half, but man, I don't know. I'm disappointed in the way the Apollos offense has played. I mean, just looking at the way that they've scored recently, 15 points in week 7, 17 points against Arizona. Some of that came from pick 6. You know, only 8 against Salt Lake in week 4, 23 against Birmingham in week 5, but a lot of those came late. They do a really bad job of capitalizing on early opportunities, and that's something that's been a recent development, because they had that bomb of the game back against Atlanta in week 1, 30-9. They just killed every single drive offensively. Haven't really looked the same in most of these games. Not the Orlando Apollos that we are expecting to see here in the AAF Simulated. Great job defensively by the Express. McGee gets blown up at the 24, and that's where Memphis will set up shop. Yeah, I mean, against Arizona, they're in week 6. That's a game where they only had 10 first downs. Gilbert only threw for 150 yards. Dearness Johnson was held to only 28 yards. The Hotshots played a good game defensively. They just couldn't get their offense going. Let's see what Reese Horn can do. Well, I mean, excuse me, Zach Mettenberger. Reese Horn was there, but Reese Horn hasn't done much. He hasn't had a catch yet today, so we'll see. When can Mike Singletary get him involved? Tons of time right now for the Express to make something happen. 2:48, 3 timeouts. And if you're Memphis, you definitely want to score at least a field goal, but ideally a touchdown here, because the Apollos get it for half. And Zach Stacy on the ground. Great tackle. Giorgio Newberry not letting him go anywhere. And this Apollos defense is playing a heck of a game right now against an Express team that last half put up 25. Last week they put up 25 points in the first half. Only 3 so far as we near the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Mettenberger going to call his own number again, this time taken down after a gain of only 2. Tackle made by Reggie Northrup, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 8. 6-3. Orlando with the lead over the Express. But Memphis with an opportunity here if they can convert on 3rd down. Still got 3 timeouts and plenty of time to score. 3rd and 8. What is Singletary going to dial up? Mettenberger to throw. All day. Just got to get rid of it. Lets it go. It's caught. What a grab by Devin Lucien at the 39. That keeps this drive alive. Mettenberger puts it where he needs to put it, and Lucien goes up and gets it in traffic. He was being hit hard by Cody Riggs. What a catch. 1st and 10 from the 39. Back to throw is Mettenberger. With time. Plenty of time. Now just checks it out. It's caught by Brendan Barnes. Goes for a gain of 2. Time is continuing to run here, and it's going to become a factor, so Memphis going to need to stay on top of that. Which, definitely a chance here that they don't come away with any points, even if they get into scoring position because of how bad Madden is with time management. I mean, it is awful. 2nd and 8. Mettenberger, once again with time. Let's go. It's caught. Brandon Barnes breaking tackles and going down the sidelines and takes it to the 20. What a play by the big tight end. And that got this crowd roaring. All the way to the 20, and now you definitely have a chance to take some end zone shots. With 57 seconds left on the clock. That was huge. Picked up a block, broke a tackle. What a play by Barnes. Goes for almost 40 yards. Mettenberger to throw with time. Quick pass, incomplete across the middle. 2nd and 10 coming up from just outside the red zone. But Memphis last week again, I mean, their offense was amazing. 385 yards. The week before that, 250. The week before that, 282. They've been putting up some solid numbers offensively. 2nd and 10. Blitz from Orlando. Picked up nicely. End zone shot. Knocked away. Looked like one of those defenders had a chance at a pick. Could not come up with it. So bring up 3rd and 10. Dangerous pass from Mettenberger. 3rd and 10. Everyone's spread out. Quite obviously going to be a passing play. Another blitz from Orlando. It's a quick pass and overthrown. Mettenberger feeling the pressure, cannot find his receiver, so Memphis looks like they're going to have to settle for a field goal. And that's tough for Memphis because they had a great drive going, and that big play by Brandon Barnes. Unfortunate that they could not find a way to get it in the end zone. 37-yard field goal attempts for Austin McGinnis. Kick is up. It's good. It's 6-6 with 42 seconds here in this second quarter. Memphis ties it up. Solid kick from McGinnis, who is practically perfect from inside the 50. Inside the 50 yards. Excuse me, not the 50-yard line. Although he has been near perfect from technically inside the 50, I don't think he's really missed many field goals this season at all. 6-6. Will Orlando try to make something happen here? They only got 42 seconds. They do have 3 timeouts, which probably means that we'll just spend a bunch of extra time in this first half for really no reason. We'll see. McGinnis kicks it off. Akeem Hunt takes it from the 2. Trying to find some blockers. Takes it up to the 32. So decent field position. And if you're Orlando, maybe if you get a shot down the field, call timeout, get a field goal. Jonas Johnson having a great first half. 10 carries, 57 yards. 5.7 yards per carry, on pace for another 100-yard game. He's had a couple of those this season. Might just get his 3rd here in week 8 if he keeps this up. Offensive line been doing a fantastic job, giving him some holes to run through. Now, honestly, it's the passing game that's been quite weak today from Orlando. All receivers spread wide. Back to throw is Gilbert. Going deep down the sidelines, incomplete. Looking in the direction of Chris Thompson, who just kind of didn't even try to go for that ball. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 32. 35 seconds left in this half. Gilbert with time, and that's a bad pass from Garrett Gilbert. Only 59 yards. Kind of goes to show that it's been all dink and dunk for him so far in this game. 3rd and 10. See what the play call is here from Steve Spurrier. Gilbert to throw. Quick pass is intercepted. Picked off by Charles James, who's still on his feet, and now swung down to 45. Charles James has had such a huge impact defensively, and now gives Memphis another opportunity here to get some points before the half. Garrett Gilbert, man, I don't know what it is with him, but he's just not the quarterback that we expected him to be. That's a terrible pass. Straight to Charles James, who does a great job of getting low, making the play, getting back up and trying to make something happen. But what a play. This is the type of stuff that wins games. This is the type of stuff that gets your team back in the playoff race despite a 1-5 start. I love the fight we're seeing here from Memphis. They're down, but they're certainly not out. I mean, they just beat Birmingham. It's one of the best teams in this league. Opportunity here to beat Orlando, who's supposed to be one of the best teams in this league. And then they'll be facing off against San Antonio, who has struggled a lot this season. And then finishing it off against Atlanta. I mean, really, if they get a win here, they can win out. For sure. 1st and 10 for the 45. Mettenberger to throw. With time. Quick pass incomplete towards the sidelines. Mettenberger struggling to complete. Thrown 5 straight incompletions. From the 45, they do need to gain some yardage here before they get in McGinnis' range for a field goal. Memphis, let's see what they can come up with here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Mettenberger. All day, just got to get rid of it. Let's it go. It's caught by Zach Stacy, and they have to use a timeout. 1 timeout left with 11 seconds, and they're at the Apollo's 40-yard line. Chance here if they can just... Doesn't even matter if they pick up the first down or not. If they just get a few yards, they can give McGinnis one crack at it. All receivers spread wide. Expect a quick slant or something along those lines. Maybe looking for Reese Horn right there. I'd be doing so. Oh, what a find! That's Brandon Barnes taken down to the 20, and they'll use a timeout. How about Zach Mettenberger finding his wide open tight end? Brandon Barnes with 84 yards in this half alone. And now, they obviously should send out McGinnis. I'd be surprised if they don't. There's only 5 seconds left, no timeouts, and yes, they will. So the interception does give him a chance. Another 37-yard field goal attempt to take the lead before the half. Kick is on his way. It's good. 9-6, the Express have taken the lead with 1 second in the first half. And you gotta love it if you're an Express fan. I know it kind of sucks to have to settle for 3 field goals in the first half, but you gotta lead 9-6 against Orlando, a tough team to beat. You're just feeling good. Got the turnover. Mike Singletary's got to be proud of the way this group has played in this first half. Sadly, we have to do one more kickoff, of course. Wish I could just, like, skip these somehow, but I can't. Which is dumb. Madden should let you, hit the space bar and just speed up some of these interludes. Austin McGinnis will send it away. Akeem Hunt has to return, so this will be the last play of the half. And stacked up with a 32. And that'll do it for the first half. First game of Week 8 in the AAF Simulated. The Memphis Express 2-5, but they've got a 9-6 lead over the Orlando Apollos, who are 4-3, looking to keep their 2-game winning streak alive. It's going to be an interesting second half between both these teams that really need this win. Here's the halftime report. Just want to let you all know that if you enjoy what we do, if you appreciate all the work and time that we spend making sure that we get these games out, it'd be greatly appreciated if you considered financially supporting us. There's a PayPal link down in the description below. Just send us a few bucks. That would be super helpful and very much appreciated. Welcome back to Memphis. The Hometown Express 2-5, 9-6 lead over the 4-3 Orlando Apollos. Orlando gets it for the second half, so we'll see what Steve Spurrier and Garrett Gilbert can come up with. Garrett Gilbert, a very bad first half. Through that interception, allowed Memphis to take the lead before the half. Mike Singletary's defense is playing great football right now. Fundamental football. And we'll see if they can keep it up. It would be pretty crazy if the Express, after that 0-4 start, found a way to get some late wins and somehow sneak into the playoffs. That would truly be an incredible story. Austin McGinnis will send it away. Akeem Hunt will just decide to take a knee in the end zone, and that'll give Orlando the football at the 25-yard line. So let's see what Garrett Gilbert will come out with through that interception on the last drive. Terrible pass to Charles James. I don't know. He just doesn't look that confident. Doesn't have great poise in the pocket. Hasn't really had it for a while. Which is weird because he had such poise to start the season. So it was weird to see him lose confidence as the season goes on. Usually it works the other way around. 1st and 10 from the 25. Gilbert, what in the world was that play call? Loss of 3. I thought he was going to pitch it back to Johnson. Instead, he hangs on to it, and it's a loss of 3. Memphis defense just all over them today. That's Charles James coming in there, letting Garrett Gilbert know, like, hey, I am all over you today, buddy. Second and 13 now from the 22. On the ground, it's Johnson. He's not going anywhere. DeMarcus Gates in there rips him down. And Orlando faced with a 3rd and 12 to start the second half. Memphis. Man, they're just playing great football right now. Can they get a big stop here on 3rd and 12? Orlando right now, their offense is dead and out. Johnson is motioned out. Gilbert will just screen it out to him, and my goodness, well, he breaks the tackle, but it doesn't really matter. Charles James gets him with a first contact. Nowhere to go. Memphis forces a 3 and out. They're feeling good, as they should. Like, what in the world was the idea behind this play call? A bubble screen on 3rd and 12 with no blockers out in front. I don't understand. It doesn't make much sense, and Memphis is really capitalizing, at least defensively, on these bad play calls from Orlando. And we go back to Orlando having to settle for that 19-yard field goal. How different would things be right now if they just were able to punch it in the end zone and not be an idiot and shoot themselves in the foot? It would be a much different ballgame right now. Reese Horn on the return once again, smoked immediately. That's time at the 35. So Memphis now with a chance to try to score their first touchdown of the game. They're up 9-6. Zach Mettenberger made some great plays on that last drive. First and 10 coming up. See what Mike Singletary decides to call. First and 10. Off play action. Mettenberger to throw. Going down the sidelines. Has a man. Cannot find him. Overthrows Brandon Barnes. They have had some excellent connections so far today. Not able to hook up there. Not a whole lot of offense in this game, to be honest. Some nice plays from Brandon Barnes. A couple good runs from Dearness Johnson. But other than that, it has been a lot of defense. Second and 10. Memphis can't pass up this great opportunity here. Zach Stacy. Oh, the stiff arm. But taken down after a gain of 3. He threw someone down. Third and 7. Big third down for the Express, and you got great field position right now. Don't want to give the football right back to Orlando. Third and 7. Mettenberger to throw. With time, now pressured. He's going to be swung down in the backfield. Anthony Moten gets in there for the sack. And Orlando able to force a 3 and out. This defense, I'm telling you, they're playing great. Zach Stacy just kind of fell down. I think he was scared of Moten coming at him. But Orlando has done an impressive job of at least keeping their offense in this game, despite how bad their offense is played. Big stop, and Mike Singletary probably not too happy with that. They had a really golden opportunity there to take a 2-score lead. Ryan Winslow now has to punt it away. Jalen Marshall to receive just outside his own 10. Tries to make a move. Swung down at the 17. And Orlando now back with the football at their own 17-yard line, starting inside the 20. What can they come up with? I mean, it has not been a great game for them offensively, especially for Garrett Gilbert. Dearness Johnson's been doing well as expected, but Garrett Gilbert just not getting it done so far. But he's got a chance here to turn this thing around. Plenty of time in this game. You're only down by 3 points. March down, you score a touchdown. Start getting some momentum offensively, and things are much different. First and 10. Johnson trying to find something, but he has been shut down on the last few runs. Colton Jumper in there to make the tackle, and it has been tough running for Johnson really since the midway through the second quarter. Memphis has done a great job of adjusting. Mike Singletary, you know he's a defensive-minded guy. He's doing a good job. Johnson again trying to get something going. Runs into the defender, picks up 2. And once again, it's another third down for Orlando. Not many explosive plays at all. 3rd and 7 coming up. All receivers spread wide. Can the Orlando Apollos finally get something going here? Their offense has been dead in the water for a long time. Back to throw is Gilbert. Gets it off. It's caught. And what an open field tackle made by Jonathan Cook. Memphis' defense again makes a stop. Just great work, and I love what this defense is doing right now. Defenses don't get enough credit sometimes. Memphis is scheming so well for this offense. I mean, we've hardly seen anything of Jalen Marshall, Charles Johnson. We've of course seen Dearness Johnson. But Garrett Gilbert, I mean, got a 4 or 5 yard pass on 3rd and 7. That's excellent defense. Ben Turk punts it away. Reese Horn with a chance to receive and does have some blockers this time. Tries to make a move, takes it to the 38. So the Express now, a little under 4.5 to play, and another opportunity for them to make something happen. They've played a very competitive game so far. 3-point lead. Can they start pulling away a little bit? Once again, they've got great field position. Can Michael Singletary dial it up offensively, just as he's been doing so defensively? First and 10. All receivers spread wide. Mettenberger will throw. With time. Gotta let it go. Deep down the field. Man wide open is Reese Horn. Off to the races. The 10. The 5. Touchdown Memphis. He's in. 62-yard bomb. Mettenberger finds Reese Horn, and Memphis extends their lead to 15-6. Look at this. Reese Horn, we knew it was about time that he got involved in this game. Down the seam. No one's home. He's off to the races. What a perfect pass by Mettenberger. And what an excellent route by Horn. Getting open. Wow. 15-6. Memphis finds the end zone. First touchdown of the day. Talk about huge. Chance to go up by 11 now. If they can convert this 2-point try. That got this home crowd very excited. What a throw from Mettenberger. Back to throw. He's got to let it go quickly. And he misses Lucien. Had him cutting across. Felt the pressure in his face. Could not connect. So it'll say a 15-6 game. But the Express, they're getting it done right now. What an answer offensively. They needed a big play. Something explosive. Especially after all the hard work the defense has done. And that is exactly what they got. Steve Spurrier, a lot of work to do for his team. Down 15-6, and we've still got plenty of time in this ball game. But if they don't start doing something soon, it's only going to be a matter of time before this thing just completely slips away. McGinnis sends it away. Akeem Hunt takes it from the goal line. Trying to get something going for this offense. He's taken down by Quentin Gauze at the 25. Johnson, look at that. I mean, last 3 carries, only 4 yards. He has struggled to get things going since the second quarter. Steve Spurrier's just got to find a way to get this offense going again. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. They've only got 6 points on the board. Struggled to make anything happen for a long time in this game. Garrett Gilbert. He's got to be the guy that steps up and makes it happen right now. First and 10. From the 25. On the ground, it's Johnson. And once again, really nowhere for him to go. Only gains 2 on the play. That's DeMarcus Gates in there for another nice tackle. He's made a few nice plays today. And this Express defense Man, they are on lockdown mode. 2nd and 8 coming up from their own 26. On the ground again. Johnson maybe gets one. I mean, it's just not great play calling right now. Steve Spurrier's not getting Johnson going. He's not getting Gilbert going. 3rd and 6 from the 29. Can they avoid their 3rd 3 and out in this half? Yeah, in this quarter or half. Still the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 6. Gilbert to throw. With time. Going deep down the field. It's intercepted. And who else but Charles James with the 2nd pick of the day. He's got some room to run. Spinning his way down to the 37. MVP alert. Charles James with another takeaway. He has been in Garrett Gilbert's head this entire game. Going deep, trying to find Johnson. That's just a poor throw from Gilbert, who, you know, generally speaking, is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in this league. But today, that's a bad pass. And how about Charles James playing the receiver, extending, making the catch? Reese Horn coming out that huge 62-yard touchdown on the last drive, and now another chance for Memphis to get some more points. They've got to like where they're at right now. Chance to win their 2nd game in a row, and you think about it too, with not only with all the close losses they've had earlier on the season, but Week 6 against Salt Lake, they played such a great game, and just fell short. Gave up that touchdown in the final minute or so to Josh Woodrum. Fell short 26-23 in that game. They won that game. They'd be 3-4 right now. Chance to get to 500. Mettenberger to throw on 1st down. With time. Darts it across the middle. It's caught. Brandon Barnes to the 19. Mettenberger closing in on 200 yards on the day. And Memphis really starting to pull away. And I just love this about Mettenberger. Something that we really didn't see from Mansell. Mansell would get a little bit too antsy in the pocket. Mettenberger just has a great presence of just staying in the pocket, waiting for his guys to get open, and then just putting a good pass in there. No disrespect to Johnny Mansell. I mean, he did play some good football, but Zach Mettenberger definitely proving to be the better quarterback right now. And there's a play. Mettenberger lost the football. It's picked up by the offensive lineman, who's taken down the 20. Lost a couple yards, but that is a big break for them. Couldn't get a look at the name of the lineman there. Mettenberger coughs it up, and just as I was praising him, lets it go. Thankfully for them, Thomas was there to regain possession. That could have really changed the way this game was going if Orlando got a hold of that one. 2nd and 11 now from the 20. Back to throw is Mettenberger. Quick pass. It's caught by Zach Stacy, who's taken down immediately at the 17. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Express. Mettenberger had to let it go quick. Orlando, nice job on defense, not letting him get much back at all. Third and 8. Big play right now for the Express and for the Apollos. If Orlando can at least hold them to a field goal here, it'll stay a 2-score game. Back to throw is Mettenberger. With time. Has to just check it off. It's caught by Stacy, but Orlando's defense is there to make the stop. 4th and 5, and I expect to see Austin McGinnis come out for another field goal. Good job by Mettenberger at least getting rid of that football, not risking a sack or something crazy happening. But it's an even better job by Orlando's defense, who has played through so much adversity today. I mean, the fact that their offense only has 6 points as we're heading into the 4th quarter goes to show you how poorly their offense has played, yet the defense not complaining, just doing their job, and they played a darn good game against Memphis. McGinnis' 32-yard field goal is good. It's 18-6 with 2 seconds to play in the third quarter. Memphis with control here at home. 12-point lead. That's a big kick because now Orlando needs 2 touchdowns. Field goal and a touchdown with the 2 will not cut it. Mike Singletary got to be proud and pleased with his players, the way they fought through these 3 quarters. We're going to have one more to go. Will they be able to hang on to this one? It's a big question. Very, very big question. They barely hung on last week against Birmingham. Can they do it for the second week in a row? McGinnis sends it away. Akeem Hunt takes a knee in the end zone, so we'll get one play of Orlando's offense before heading into the fourth. Quite obviously, it's not been a good day for them. Their offense has struggled to get anything going. Garrett Gilbert has thrown 2 interceptions, both with Charles James, who has definitely got real estate in Garrett Gilbert's head today. Only 121 yards of offense for Orlando in this game. On the ground they go with Johnson, trying to make something happen, gets up to the 29, and that'll take us to the fourth quarter. This crowd is loving what they've seen so far. 18-6 lead for the Express here at home against Orlando. They just need to hang on for one more quarter here, just not give up a 12-point lead, and they'll get their second win in a row, improve to 3-5, and give themselves a chance to still make a playoff push. I mean, they get a win here against Orlando. Orlando drops to 4-4. They'd have to hope that Atlanta loses, drops to 3-5. They would then get the 3rd seed in that division and be in a chance to somehow get the 2nd seed if Orlando loses the week after that. Gilbert, quick pass, knocked away. Chris Thompson had it. It was a good pass, but a hard hit. Knocks it loose, and it's 3rd and 6. Third and 6 from the 29. Big play for Orlando. Gilbert to throw. Quick pass. It's caught. Finally hauled in and going backwards, but he will get it with forward progress. Chris Thompson picked up the first down. So the Apollos do keep this drive alive. The first down they've picked up this entire half. Finally comes here in the early stages of this fourth quarter. And Thompson almost seemed like he was trying to go backwards. Crazy. Time is definitely going to become a factor here. Orlando cannot let too much time be taken off on this drive. From their own 37. Gilbert to throw. With time. Quick pass. It's caught. Sean Price, the tight end. Big hit by Brandon Maiden, but not before the Apollos get into Memphis territory to the 44. It's about time Sean Price got involved. Nice grab. Solid throw from Gilbert on the money. Finds his big tight end and makes a nice play. First and 10 coming up for the 44. Orlando with a chance to get right back in this ball game here if they can get a quick score, and it has to be a touchdown. Thompson in motion, back to throw is Gilbert. With time, quick pass, it's caught by Thompson coming underneath. Takes it to the 37. Gilbert finally closing in on 100 yards in the day. Thompson's had a few catches. But overall, not a whole lot from really anyone on that offensive side of the football. Even Johnson has kind of tapered off. Offensive line hasn't given him much to work with as of late. 2nd and 3. Gilbert will throw. 7 up in the pocket. Fires it to the sidelines. It's caught. Fighting through tacklers and being taken out at the 19 is Rennell Hall, who's got one of his first catches in a long time. Rennell Hall has not seen the football in quite a few weeks. So it's nice to see him get back out there and make a nice catch. Sets him up inside the red zone. Fighting for every single yard there Definitely what you want to see from someone who does not get a lot of attention on the offensive side of the football. And here we are again. You know, the Apollos in the red zone. Can they actually score a touchdown?
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
First and 10. From the 19. Back throws Gilbert. Blitz from Memphis. It's picked up well. End zone shot. It's caught for the touchdown. What a grab. Charles Johnson goes up and pulls it down in traffic. And Orlando brings it back to a one-score game. This is what you call an athletic play. Johnson in traffic just rips it away. Arnold Tarpley looked like he was going to have a chance to make a play on that along with Jeremy Cutrera, but Johnson does a great job of getting position on that football and making a huge play. He had a bad drop earlier in this game, but that's a big way to make up for that. 2-point try now to make it a 4-point game. 7 minutes left. So much time in this game. It could go any way right now. Johnson with room. He's in. 2-point conversion is good. And it's a 4-point game. That was a massive answer by this offense that desperately needed something. Nice job by the offensive line, giving Johnson room to run it. Now Zach Mettenberger going to have some pressure on him here on this drive. His team's only up 4. And even if Memphis doesn't score, they're going to need to take up some time. Ideally for them, they can at least take up a decent amount of time, kick a field goal. Because Orlando wins it with a touchdown. Fry sends it away. McGee will just take a knee in the end zone. 7 minutes, 8 seconds to play. 18-14, and I definitely sense that we're going to have another exciting finish to this one. So many games we just had awesome finishes. Zach Mettenberger, nice stats. 11 of 20, 199 yards and a touchdown. And, you know, as someone who came into this league as a backup quarterback, can't ask for much more. I mean, maybe it would be nice to see him complete a few more passes. I know he hasn't had some of the best throws today. You got to remember, you know, he's still getting used to this. It's been a while since he's played professional football. Again, just sometimes you just got to find your groove, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. First and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Mettenberger fires it across the middle, and there's Reese Horn. 20 yards on the play. Brings him up to the 45. Reese Horn, you gotta love him. A dynamic wide receiver that can run the slant. He can run a go. Runs a solid in route, which we saw there. Big play for the Express to kick off this drive. $82 yards now for Reese Horn in this half. He had a target in the first half, but wasn't able to make any catches. Quick pass. It's caught. Brandon Barnes out of bounds at Orlando's 36, and Zach Mettenberger is just cutting through this defense right now. Brandon Barnes, 120 yards on the day. What a performance he's having for the Express. Man. First and 10 coming up from the 36. And Orlando's going to need a quick stop here if they want to stay in this ball game. Mettenberger's still passing. Deep down the field, man wide open, it's caught. And who else but Brandon Barnes at the 12. This is getting ridiculous. 24 yards on that play. Barnes closing in on 150 yards. And how does the number 1 receiver right now for Memphis get that wide open in the middle of the field? Like, it just doesn't make sense. The Express, this offense really picked things up here in this second half. First and 10 from the 12. Might as well try to get in the end zone now. Back to throw, Mettenberger. Quick pass. It's caught underneath. Goes for maybe a gain of 1 or... yeah, it gets to the line. Barnes, not much there. 2nd and 10 coming up, and if Memphis has to settle for a field goal here, it gives Orlando an opportunity to win it with a touchdown and the 2. 2nd and 10 from the 12. They go on the ground. Zach Stacy cutting through a lane and takes it to the 5. Stacy's had a very slow game on the ground, only 15 yards. That's a nice play there, right there. Brings up a massive 3rd and 2 as we approach the 4.5 minute mark. Doesn't get much bigger than this. A touchdown pretty much puts this game away. A field goal leaves the door open for the Apollos. Mettenberger to throw. To the end zone, it's incomplete. Could not find Zach Stacy. 4th and 2, and Memphis gonna have to settle for the field goal. He had Stacy, and that's just miscommunication. Not on the same page. Stacy turns around too late, and that's one that I'm sure they want back. So Austin McGinnis now is gonna have to come on for a 22-yard field goal attempt. But that's a big stop for Orlando's defense. Keep it a 1-score game and give your team a chance to win it. Kick is on its way. It's good. 21-14. Memphis extends their lead back up to 7. And now Orlando needs a touchdown with a 2-point conversion to win it. Orlando needs a miracle. They had a nice drive to score that touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, but they're going to have to do it all over again. And with the way they played today, I'm not very confident they can do that. Memphis has done a great job defensively throughout pretty much this entire game. So we'll see. Can they get another stop here and try to close this one out? McGinnis sends it away. Back to receive is Akeem Hunt. Tries to make a move and takes it up to the 29. So Orlando will have some nice field position here. 71 yards to go to try to take the lead. Garrett Gilbert coming out. 4 minutes to play. Orlando, the game on the line. If you're the Express defense, you just got to go back to what you were doing. I mean, you held Orlando to only 6 points through 3 quarters. The Apollos finally scored a touchdown on the last drive. They need a big stop. Charles James with 2 interceptions. He's been playing a heck of a game for that Express defense. What is Steve Spurrier going to dial up right now for Orlando? Back to throw is Gilbert. With time, quick pass. It's incomplete behind his receiver. Brings up 2nd and 10. Seen a lot of those throws from Gilbert today. Been pretty inaccurate with the football. Struggled to push it down the field. And even that touchdown pass to Charles Johnson, it was more so Johnson just doing a great job of getting position on that ball and ripping it away from the defender. 2nd and 10. Pump fake from Gilbert. And he's going to be taken down. Latarius Brady gets him at the 22. This Memphis defense is relentless today. Brady with the big sack. And is going to force a 3rd and 17 now for the Apollos. This is just bad from Gilbert, who has a man wide open. He had Chris Thompson streaking down the field with no one in sight. And instead, he just hangs on to the football and eventually gets sacked. Huge missed opportunity for the Apollos, who desperately needed a big play there, and now backed up against a wall with a 3rd and 17. Gilbert back to throw. He's got time. He's got to let it go. He's going to air it out deep down the field. And it's knocked away. Huge defensive play made there. Sean Price could not come down with it. And Memphis' defense comes up with a huge stop. What a play. That's Brandon Maiden. Look at this. He just gets in there, and Sean Price gets both of his hands on it. But Maiden comes in, swats it away, and says, no, sir. 4th and 17, and does Orlando punt here? I mean, you're at your own 22. They will punt. And they're going to have to hope that their defense can get a quick 3 and out. Ben Turk on to punt it away. Back to receive is Reese Horn. Gets a block, takes it up to the 43-yard line. 3:02 to play. Memphis has a 7-point lead. They just got to find a way to hang on to this one, get their second win in a row, and improve to 3-5. If they can get back-to-back wins against Birmingham and then Orlando, that says a lot about this group. The amount of talent that they have. Zach Mettenberger has really just set a fire in this team. He's done a great job replacing Johnny Manziel and getting this offense to the place that it needs to be. On the ground is a pitch to Zach Stacy. Swung down immediately at the 44 by Terrence Garvin, and Orlando uses their first timeout. 2nd and 9 from the 44, 2:57 to play. A lot on the line right now. Memphis, they hang on here for the win. They stay in the playoff race. Meanwhile, if they lose, it's pretty much game over. 2nd and 9. They're going to do a quick screen. It's caught by Bird, but they lose a yard, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and 10, and Orlando still with plenty of time. One more timeout left. 3rd and 11 now from the 42, and you wonder, I mean, Memphis kind of has to throw it now. I don't like the play call right there. It's a terrible call by Mike Singletary. Just keep the ball on the ground. I don't know why you would call a screen, especially in that situation. It just makes zero sense. 3rd and 11, Mettenberger to throw. With time, just dumps it off. It's caught by Brandon Barnes, but he's going to be tackled out of bounds, which means Orlando gets to keep their timeout, and Memphis has to punt. Brandon Barnes, 146 yards in the day. That tight end has been balling out, but he's well short of the first down there, and Orlando with another opportunity to make something happen. 4th and 7 from the 45. And Ryan Winslow's going to have to come out and punt this one away for the Express. Can they get a good punt here and pin him deep? That would be clutch. He boots it away. Going to take a bounce at the 5. Bouncing towards the end zone. It goes in the end zone. They're not going to get it. So Orlando with 2:40 to play from the 20-yard line. Another chance now for Garrett Gilbert. Not great stats. 14 of 23, 129 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He has not been the leader that this team has needed him to be in this game. But another chance for him to redeem himself. Down by 7, 2:40 to play with 1 timeout. You got the 2-minute warning. Can they make something happen here? This would be quite the heartbreaker for Memphis if they manage to blow this one after leading 18-6. 1st and 10, Gilbert to throw. Backing up, has to let it go. Incomplete. Looking for Jalen Marshall. He's just not playing a good game. He had Marshall to the sidelines. Would have been a nice grab for about 15 yards, get him out of bounds. Gilbert just not putting the ball where he needs to put it. 2nd and 10 coming up from their own 20. A lot of work to do with not much time. Back to throw is Gilbert. He's going to go deep down the field. It's tipped up and incomplete. Just taking a deep shot immediately for Charles Johnson there. And now brings up 3rd and 10. I guess we're just trying to catch that defense off guard, but Jeremy Couturier does a great job of sticking with it and knocking that one away. 3rd and 10. A lot on the line for Orlando right now. Back to throw is Gilbert. With time. Ripped to the sidelines. It's caught by Chris Thompson. He's got a first... What? He caught that well past the first down, but they're not going to give it to him. 4th and 1. I guess because he was coming back for it, but he makes the catch at like the 33-yard line. How is that not a first down? That makes zero sense. I don't know really what to say about that. 4th and 1. They're obviously going to have to go for it now from the 29, but we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. The Hometown Express looking to get their 3rd win of the season. They've got a 7-point lead over the 4-3 Apollos. Can they hang on? 4th and 1 coming up for Orlando. Basically the game right here. If they can't convert, very interesting spotting after Thompson was well past the first down. Back to throw is Gilbert. Quick pass. It's hauled in by Dearness Johnson at the 31. First down, he gets out of bounds. So that keeps the slim chances alive, at least. A minute 56 to play from their own 31. All receivers spread wide for Garrett Gilbert. Back to throw with time. Lets it go quickly. It's caught by Thompson, who fights his way to the 41. Time is ticking. They're going to have to go pretty dang quickly. He did get enough for the first down that time. 1st and 10 coming up. Getting close to midfield. They've got to hurry. Only one timeout left. Gilbert will throw. Rips it down the field. Nearly intercepted. Jonathan Cook had a chance at it. Charles James also in there. That would have been his 3rd pick of the day. That would have been nuts. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Gilbert just not enough air on that one. I think he would have had Sean Price streaking down the seam for a nice gain if he could have fit it in there. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Gilbert. Deep down the sidelines. He's got a man. Is it caught? It is! Hauled into the 31 and he gets out of bounds. Jalen Marshall with the grab. And now Orlando with a chance to miraculously win this game. What a throw that time. Jalen Marshall with a catch. Both feet down in bounds. Unbelievable. Well, are the Express going to blow another game in the final minutes? That would be insane. This is going to go to booth review. But from the angles that I saw, looks pretty clear. Yeah, definitely 2 feet down in bounds. Not a question. He's got possession, 2 feet. That's a catch. And it should stand unless the refs somehow get it wrong. And it stands. So now Orlando, 1st and 10 from Memphis' 31. Minute 22. With the ball on the Express's 31, they've got a timeout, so they don't need to rush. They've got some time now. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion wins it. Back to throw is Gilbert. Got time. Lets it go. It's caught by Chris Thompson. Down to the 16. Time continuing to run off the clock. But Orlando with a golden opportunity here. And they definitely should not use their time. I feel like they're going to use their timeout here at 101. They're not. Okay. 1st and 10 from the 16. Gilbert to throw. He's got time. Gotta let it go. He's really got to let it go. He will. And he just is able to throw it away out of bounds. Barely gets that one away. Very lucky he did. Otherwise, it would have been a sack. Would have lost a lot of yardage. Time would have ran off the clock big time. 2nd and 10 from the 16. Memphis' defense hanging on by a thread right now. Orlando knocking on the door. 2nd and 10. 4-man rush again. It's caught by Charles Johnson. Taken down at the 4-yard line. Time is continuing to run off the clock. We're under 40 seconds to play. 1st and goal for the Apollos coming up at the 4. It does not get more intense than this. Got to get this play off. Well under 30 seconds now. Gilbert to throw. Got time. Going to the end zone. It's caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Apollos. hauled in by Dearness Johnson, and it is a 1-point game with 19 seconds left. Gilbert marches him down with a bullet to Dearness Johnson from 4 yards out. And Orlando with a chance to get the lead with 19 seconds left if they can convert on this 2-point try. It all comes down to this. They were down 18-6 going into the fourth quarter. They have come all the way back. Can they get this? Gilbert to throw. He's got all the time in the world. He's just got to let it go. Backing up. He's not going to throw it. He's taken down. What an idiot. What in the world was Gilbert thinking? How in the world do you let that happen? Gilbert was almost a hero for the Apollos, and instead, I hate these Madden simulations sometimes, though. Like, that's just so stupid. That really is really dumb. Like, no quarterback would ever do that in their right mind. Ever. And they will have a chance at an onside here, but man, I mean, he had all the time in the world to throw that football. Like, why not just throw the ball? He's the game on the line. And it's saddening that Madden, with all the money they have, with all the talent they have putting this game together, they still can't get that stuff right. Like, it's pathetic. It really is. But Memphis looks like they're going to be able to hang on for this one. All they need to do is recover this onside kick here, which they do. Picked up by Memphis, and that should about do it. So the Express are going to hang on for this win here at home, 21-20. Orlando does have one timeout left, but it doesn't really matter. Only 18 seconds left. Out comes the offense. Reese Horn, Brandon Barnes, a couple big pieces that won this game. Zach Mettenberger played a phenomenal game. And all they got to do is kneel this one out. Orlando uses a pointless timeout. And we'll just have one more kneel down before this game is over. What a crazy ending. Orlando came all the way back. Had a chance to gain the lead. And Garrett Gilbert hangs onto the football for 15 seconds and gets sacked. It doesn't get more stupid than that. Mettenberger will take a knee, and that should do it. Yeah, time is going to run out. No need to run another play, and that's it. The Memphis Express have won 2 games in a row, hanging on to this one just barely. Definitely got some luck involved, but they win 21-20. A huge win over the Apollos, who now dropped to 4-4 on the season. The Express with a real chance to make a playoff push if they can win out and get some extra help from other teams. Zach Mettenberger is now 2-0 as a starter. Played a phenomenal game. The Express 21-20 win over the Apollos. That was a crazy fourth quarter. And with the Express playing San Antonio and then Atlanta, 2 of the easiest teams to beat in this league, definitely. They already beat Atlanta back in week 5, 33-14. So we'll see what happens. What a wacky game. A fun one here to kick off week 8. And thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. That does it for us here at the AAF Simulated. Make sure you go follow us on Twitter if you haven't already. Stay up to date with all the important information and just a lot of cool stuff over there. Also, check out the AAF sheets down in the description below. Get access to all the individual player stats, season stats, game stats, standings, and so much more. Make sure you go check that out. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. And next game is going to be a big one between the San Diego Fleet and the Salt Lake Stallions. You're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned.